Oh, sugar honey iced tea. It's the EAC Show.
Good day, ladies and gents. I'm Emilio A. Colon.
And I am Marcus Mack, and this is the EAC Show, episode 38, coming to you straight from sunny South Florida.
Marcus Mack, we got a lot on the plate for this weekend show. This is our Effort Friday show, episode 38. Episode 37 out now. You guys can go check it out. We're going to talk a little bit about what ended episode 37 into episode 38.
I mean, I'm really excited. I'm really excited that that Tyson is coming back, for a return for a fight. We was a little gassed up. I guess we kind of jumped the gun a little bit. We thought he was gonna be fighting soon, but there's no sure date. We're not even sure if he's actually taking the deal. What is it? Bare Knuckle was supposed to be signing him to fight somebody. Allegedly, it was Shannon Briggs from Brownsville, New York, and that is not the case.
So for you guys out there that follow the show, don't follow the show, Mike Tyson originally was getting prepared to fight two rugby fighters in Australia for charity. That then in turn turned into bare knuckle fighting CEO coming out saying, we're going to give Mike Tyson $20 million to fight fellow Brooklynite Shannon Briggs in a bare knuckle fight.
Right.
And Marcus Mack exploded.
Because I would have loved to see that fight. The rugby players is one thing. I would have seriously reconsidered that contract because $1 million, I think, even at 53, Mike Tyson is worth a whole lot more than $1 million, for one. For two, I would have wanted him to fight someone who was experienced in the field. And Shannon Briggs has a great record. Absolutely. Not exactly like Tyson. We're talking about a heavy hitter. For those people that don't know, I think Shannon Briggs is maybe about 48, 49, if I'm not mistaken. He has like a 52-48 knockout record. 52 wins, 40 of them were knockouts. But Shannon Briggs is more of a long-distance fighter, a powerful long-distance fighter. He has 40 knockouts, but he's not the knockout king like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is definitely the undisputed knockout king.
The enthusiasm, the energy, everything that Marcus Mack brings when he's talking about his fellow Brooklynites, Shannon Briggs and Mike Tyson is absolutely amazing.
I got to do it. I mean, for those that know me, for those that know Mac, they know a different me. You understand? So when I'm talking about that, you're going to really hear the passion. You're going to hear the passion. You understand what I'm saying? Because I love it. I love all hand-to-hand combat sports. You know what I'm saying? I really enjoy it. Like, as everybody knows, I'm not a big sports guy, but as far as boxing, UFC, MMA, all that stuff, I love it. I really enjoyed it. And I can't wait to see what comes of this thing with Mike Tyson, man, because it shows you, what you can still do at that age. I can't wait to get that age.
And Marcus Mack, this is a real bag. $20 million to fight Shannon Briggs is a real bag. Now, mind you, Mike's highest paid purse was when he fought Evander Holyfield, was $30 million. And we're talking about years and years ago. So now we all know it all comes full circle. So there must have been rumors going around that Mike was going to fight for charity in Australia. Then when people got wind of that, they were like, well, Mike, you don't got to do that. Come do this and make some real money. And that's a real bag. And then Evander Holyfield came out and said, whoa. Wait. I can get some money over here too.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a whole plethora of organizations that Mike Tyson wants to donate money to. So I'm quite sure whether he goes either route, that he will be donating some of that money to charity for sure.
Now, Marcus Mack, I got the tough question for you. This is the hardest question. We didn't talk about this in the pre-show. Who would you take if they had to fight? Shannon Briggs or Mike Tyson?
Tyson.
At least we
Tyson.
agree. Yeah.
Tyson, I'm gonna tell you.
I'm not going against Mike.
Okay, here's the thing, right? I want to say Shannon Briggs because he's a heavy hitter and he can take a punch and he'll go the distance, but he's not the same animal as Tyson.
This is a different animal too. This is bare knuckle fighting. This is totally different.
Yeah,
bare knuckle
totally
fighting is totally different.
But you know what's funny? The same way how, which people might have different opinions on this, but I'll leave it up to debate. We'll put this on the EAC Show page, Instagram page, and people are welcome to say what they want. That's just like when Mayweather fought McGregor. They said, well, there's no chance. Because for one, we all know that Mayweather's a prize fighter. So, people try to argue and say, well, the fights are fixed, or he's only going to take fights that he knows he's going to win. Let's just face it. The man is talented. He's skilled. You know what I'm saying? And his record is still immaculate, still undefeated. So, it's two different types of fighters. And, but once you step in the ring with somebody who's like, you go into their home, you got to play by their rules. So now, if my thing with Tyson is that I feel like in any form, as far as a battle goes, he will be able to dominate.
I agree totally. I mean, if I'm Mike Tyson's agent though, at 53 years old and not fighting for so long, there's certain set of rules that I would have. Like I said, only a certain amount of rounds, and the ring has to be shrunk. It has to be smaller, just because a ring that size, the cardio level that he needs, if those rounds are 3 minutes and they go 5 or more, he's done. It's a wrap. They're just going to be standing there trying to hit each other.
Now, it's a very good point as well. I'm rooting for Tyson, but Shannon the Cannon is still a trainer. Shannon Briggs is still a trainer, and he's very active in that ring. Yeah, so he can go the distance. He can definitely go the distance. That's why as soon as I heard it, I went ballistic. Now, mind you, they put it up on the Bare Knuckles official page. So in my mind, I'm thinking, it's lit. But no,
it's still a possibility. It's still a possibility because their last their latest event was supposed to be in April, and obviously because of the coronavirus pandemic, it was canceled. So this still can happen. They just don't know when it can happen. So they got time to work on it. I'm gonna go for Mike. You're going to go for Mike. If it does happen, trust me, we're going to be all over it.
Yeah. Well, speaking of athletes giving charity money, there was when is this golf match with Tom Brady, Tiger Woods?
So we're going to talk about the Tom Brady, Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson, and Peyton Manning golf match that is happening May 24th. It's here in West Palm Beach, Florida, and it's at 3:00. And I think Turner, everything that's Turner Broadcast System, like Turner Sports, Bleacher Report, all that, they're the ones distributed it. They own the match. Last year, it was Tiger versus Phil in November. It was a great thing. I mean, they had a couple bugs because they were trying to stream it on their platforms, and they had a whole bunch of problems with releasing the Bleacher Report app, so they ended up giving it out for free for everybody. So everybody was able to see it. But this time, they're adding comedy with Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and also Charles Barkley is going to be like the instigator. He's going to be like Flavor Flav.
Right. Well, they're looking to raise $10 million for COVID relief. So that's like a really big thing right now. And I think it's going to be something to see. Because we all know golf enthusiasts love it. But to have Charles Barkley on the sidelines narrating has to be a show to see.
Oh, it's gonna be absolutely electric. Not for nothing, Marcus Mack. To tell you the truth, before this whole coronavirus pandemic happened, we had a couple of skits that we wanted to do. You know that. I reiterated those ideas to you. One of my ideas was a golf idea. We're still gonna do it after this is all said and done. But let me ask you a question. Because golf swag is a different level of swag. Like to put on a golf outfit, like you gotta come correct or you're gonna look like a buffoon, right?
Right.
What would be your golf attire?
My golf attire? Well, first of all, I'm from Brooklyn. So
tell me.
Sweats. I might come out there in some sweats, and I don't mind doing Not
happening. Not happening.
Not happening? I'm coming
the
out there.
The golf courses don't allow you. The golf courses don't allow you.
I'm coming out there in the Nike Tech, man. That's what I'm coming out in.
I think this is my personal opinion. I think Marcus Mack is going to show up in some Balenciagas that have golf cleats on the bottom.
With the cleats.
He's gonna show up. He's gonna show up in a collared Toronto Raptors jersey.
With the wait, hold on. You gotta keep it real stylistic. I gotta come through in the purple label, very short shorts, just like this much over the knee.
Look at that. See? Much. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I see. Yeah. Okay.
Smelling like Gucci.
Nah. We smell like Creed.
Oh, that's okay. Creed is good too.
Creed is definitely good.
I'm so looking forward to this golf tournament, May 24th. It's gonna be really, really good. I'm gonna have to pick my battles because unfortunately that day is also my daughter's birthday. She turned 16 that day. So I'm going to watch that and figure out a way to juggle Yuneda's birthday at the same time. But if you guys get a chance to check it out on YouTube, you could go look up the interview between Ernie Johnson, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Tiger Woods, and Phil Mickelson. It was absolutely hilarious. Marcus Mack, I know you and I got a chance to see a little bit before the show started.
Yeah, definitely, man. I definitely want to do some more talking about Tom Brady, man, and the Tampa Bay Bucks, and we're gonna give you guys some NFL info right after a message from our sponsors, man.
Our sponsor, El Cubano Sandwich Shop. They've been with us from the beginning. Use the promo code EAC and receive discounts on online pickups or delivery orders. Make sure you enjoy a cafe con leche or you have a natural pre-workout shot of that Cuban coffee to start your day. The daily lunch special and their steak sandwich, I said it a million times, is amazing. Make sure you use the promo code EAC. That's elcubanosandwichshop.com or 954-906-5110. Remember, use the promo code EAC, and that's El Cubano Sandwich Shop in Coral Springs. Marcus Mack, last night, we said it on the last episode, that the NFL schedule was going to be released. And we have some of those games coming up, primetime games. We know who's starting the season. We got the, the Las Vegas Raiders, correct?
Right. No. They're starting the season. The season's going to start with Houston Texans.
Oh, sorry.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Sorry, yes, I'm sorry.
September 10th.
Yes. Houston Texans versus the Kansas City Chiefs on September 10th. I apologize. Yes, I got ahead of myself.
Yeah. No, it's all good.
We got the Houston Texans versus Kansas.
We're all very excited right now.
We got the Houston Texans versus the Kansas City Chiefs. What a great matchup. It's basically the same matchup that ended up taking the Kansas City Chiefs into the Super Bowl. The Houston Texans had a huge lead. I think they were up 21 or 24 to nothing. And then all of a sudden, the Kansas City Chiefs just started coming back. So that's almost like a revenge game to start the season off. Very, very important game because nobody wants to start off 0-1. And then, obviously, Mr. Tom Terrific, he has to go to New Orleans, Tom Brady, and he has to go play Drew Brees in the New Orleans Saints. Marcus Mack, there's so much hype on the Bucks. Tell me how you feel.
How do you feel about that? That's what I was going to ask you. How do you feel about that?
I think personally, I think they don't win game one. Because I'm going to tell you why. Number one, it's too difficult to play in New Orleans. That's the first thing. Drew Brees and them boys, they've been, they're a machine over there. They play well. The only time you really get a chance to beat the Saints is on the road. Playing in that dome, it's very, very hard. Tom Brady's still trying to figure out his team learning. Having all this coronavirus pandemic where they don't have the extra OTAs and the extra time with their team, I think it's going to take the Bucs a little bit longer. So I do see them losing game one. After that, I think they win almost every game on the plate. because I think Tom Brady and them will figure it out, and they're that good.
Okay, I could go for that, and I'm quite sure every Tom Brady fan can feel the same way. Now, mind you, there's going to be a lot of alleged New England fans that's really Tom Brady fans that's going to be hopping themselves right over to to Tampa Bay. You know what I'm saying? Which, again, like I said, is going to bring a whole lot of money to Central Florida.
Absolutely. My team, the New York Jets, ends up going up. They end up playing the Buffalo Bills week 1. I'm so looking forward to that. They actually picked my team to finish last in that division. They actually put the Dolphins in front of us. That's crazy. But I'm just hoping everything goes out good. And Marcus Mack, I know. We have to talk about the Baltimore Ravens, led by Lamar Jackson. They're the AFC champions. So looking forward to them boys going down.
Who do they play first? Do we know who they play first?
I can look it up right now. Hold on one second. I had it pulled up, but my elbow ended up clicking on a link, and it totally disappeared. I'm going to pull it up right now.
Speaking of the Baltimore Ravens, speaking of the Baltimore Ravens, it's some spice in Baltimore. It's some spice. Tell me about who they play first. I'd like to hear who they play first.
So who they play first? They're at home against the Cleveland Browns. So Odell Beckham and them boys end up going to Baltimore and playing the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore. That's going to be a really good game. Lamar Jackson's probably going to ball out, and I'll take the Ravens in that game. But I'm going to tell you right now, my wife, who knows absolutely nothing about sports unless she's watching it with me, when she texts me at 8 in the morning asking me, who's Earl Thomas?
Well, shout outs to your wife. And this is the reason why fidelity is so important. You know what I mean? Keep it real with your wife. Earl Thomas's wife of, I believe, 4 years. I believe they've been married for 4 years now, Nina Thomas. So she got arrested. She got arrested on my birthday, actually, April 13th, right? For pulling out a gun on him and his alleged mistress, right? So she did some research, like most women do, the feds, like women do. She did some research and caught up to him, his mistress, and another girl with his brother at an Airbnb, right? Both him and his brother was in the house naked, and the girls was running around. She came in there swinging with her sister. Black women, tell you. I love my queens. I love my queens. She pulled up with her sister wielding a knife, and her just pointing the gun at everybody. The police came. What was so crazy is she said that she took the magazine out of the weapon, but there was still a shot in the chamber, and she said she didn't know. She didn't know that. She said she just pulled it out to scare them. But
Marcus Mack, when I heard all of this, the first thing that came to my mind was that scene in Goodfellas when Ray Liotta's laying on the bed and his wife is over him, on top of him, with the revolver in his hand. In her hand.
I gotta worry about everybody in the streets trying to kill me, and now you.
Classic, absolute classic. Listen, it's very, very sad. Earl Thomas made a video saying that he wishes his privacy didn't get out. It ended up getting out. This is very, very sad. I know Earl Thomas's wife ended up sending him a chain that he made for his birthday. I'm pretty sure they're gonna figure out some way to reconcile it for the family and what's important.
Love wins
Yo,
again.
that is what you call until death do you part.
That's love. I don't know if I want to call that pure toxic. I want to call it love. But one thing for sure is that wifey ain't going for it. Oh, you got a mistress. Oh, okay, don't worry about it. I'm going to scare the skin off of her. That's what I'm going to do. Come on home, baby. Come on home before I kill you and her.
So let's get off that for a second, and let's jump on to the NFC champs, the San Francisco 49ers. Let's get into their first week matchup, and they're going to play the Arizona Cardinals. A lot going on over there. I know San Francisco wants to rebound off of that horrible loss in the Super Bowl, being up on Kansas City and still losing the game, because if you really think about it, San Francisco was playing a hell of a game for 3 quarters and blew the game to the Kansas City Chiefs. They go and they play Arizona. Arizona comes to San Francisco. They play Arizona. And I'm looking forward to seeing what goes on with Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins, who was traded over there, all that good stuff. And I just want to watch football, and I think we're really, really, really going to get a great season of football, Marcus Mack.
Yeah, no, definitely. One thing I can say for sure is that everyone is anxious, and, you know, everybody's anticipating what's coming up. It's almost like as if we haven't seen sports in forever. We're going to talk about this next, but there will be a UFC fight on Saturday night. Finally. So, Dana White pulls it off again. He makes it happen.
Because, Marcus Mack, this was the fight that was supposed to be Ferguson versus Khabib.
Right.
Remember, Khabib couldn't get out of the country, so it's Ferguson versus Justin Gaethje, and they're going to fight.
Right. And I believe that there's been no promotion really since like maybe about a month now, I mean,
it's light. But remember, the fight is taking place here in Florida. It's in Jacksonville. Remember, Florida's allowing anything that's sports to be played.
Yeah, shout outs to the loopholes.
Absolutely.
Shout outs to the loopholes.
Florida's nickname should be loopholes, whether it's insurance, credit card, debt, you name it. It's just loopholes all day long.
Yeah. No, the taxes, everything.
So we're going to do, on Monday's show, we're going to do a reaction video to these fights. Who do you think wins between Ferguson and Justin Gaethje?
Ferguson.
Yeah, I think Ferguson's going to end up winning too. We'll end up having those results on Monday's show. So that'll be episode 39, correct?
Yes, on episode 39. This is episode 38. But I have a question, Emilio. I want to know, who do you think will win in an oil wrestling contest between me and Rachael Ostovich?
Oh, my God. For those people that didn't notice, Rachael Ostovich, she's a UFC fighter for Dana White's UFC. There's pictures of her on the internet in her bikini, and she could beat the coronavirus just off the pictures alone. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's nuts. I mean, why is she even fighting?
What I will say is this. Whoever gets beat up by her had a great fight. They had a great fight. No, Rachael Ostovich, she is gorgeous. She's definitely a beautiful woman. Beautiful sight to see.
Hey, listen, she really has to love fighting, because in all honesty, when I seen the pictures, I was like, why?
I mean, hey, they're just looks. She definitely packs a punch, but she's obviously packing a lot of other stuff. Rachael, call me. Rachael.
Well, this is going to conclude episode 38 of the EAC Show. I'm Emilio A. Colon.
She's watching. Go close. Just close.
I'm Emilio A. Colon. That is Marcus Mack coming to you from sunny South Florida. Make sure you check us out, episode 39. Click, like, subscribe on all podcast platforms and on social media. Like us on YouTube, comment, all that good stuff, and subscribe. We appreciate you. We'll see you on Monday on episode 39. Marcus Mack, you're crazy, boy. Guys, have a nice night.
Oh, sugar honey iced tea. It's the EAC Show.